everybody. Hi, it's Becky from PowerToolsWithThread.com. I just thought I'd pop in and visit with you guys for a little bit. I got a bunch of stuff happening here, a lot of moving parts and pieces, and just thought maybe I'd join you in your sewing room and we can visit while you're stitching. I love it. So many of you will email me or leave a comment and say, oh, I just turned you on while I was sitting here doing a binding or just stitching along, and that is just so much fun to just visit in our sewing rooms. Let's see what all is happening here. I just got back I had a doctor's appointment yesterday. That was the follow-up to the labs that I had last week. I am fine. I'm still not on any medications at all, and you're gonna have to put up with me for another year. So, praise God, healthy as a horse. I told him, I said, do you want to check my teeth and put me up for auction? Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Where does that saying come from? And then today I had to go to the dermatologist and they froze a couple of spots. But other than that, I'm fine. So it's all good. 100%. I told my husband, I said, well, keep paying on my insurance policy. I got done with dermatology and I had to go to the chiropractor. And I had about an hour and a half to kill in between. And the chiropractor is like an hour from my house. And he has an office up in New Braunfels, which is, like I said, an hour from where I live. So what do you do when you're waiting for your appointment to roll around? Well, you go to the quilt store, right? So I popped over to the quilt house this morning. Very nice people in there. And discovered they are like getting rid of all of their embroidery stuff, their machine embroidery stuff. They had it said Kimberly Bell on the sticker. Kimberly Bell, 50% off. I'm like, I'll take it. So these glitter sheets, I got gold. This one looks like it's broken. Gold, green, orange. I'll put these over here. You can look at them. I got orange. They were $10.50 and I got them half off. They had two black and a red. And with Christmas coming and stuff, I thought, well, what the heck, right? Why not? Shoot, $60 worth of glitter for $30. I'll take it. Absolutely. All day long, right? So I'd love to get a deal on that. And then she also had, this is a Lorelei pattern CD. And it was half off as well. And it's Whoa Girl 2 with lots of cactus and Texas boots and stuff like that. And I love that kind of stuff. So yeah, why not? I like Lorelei designs. I think they're pretty cool. I don't know when or if I'll ever make this, but if I ever need a cactus, now I have one. Because you never know when you're going to need a cactus, right? While I was in the quilt house, I love to scour for blender fat quarters. That's one of my fave things to do and pick up. So I got a lime green, and I was really thinking about those cactus embroidery designs for this, the applique. Greens, here's a, I don't know what color this is. It's like an orange, it's like a red, I don't know. And then some pretty blues. There's that one, this one. Here's a nice black dot. And then I love these, I think they're called, I put it in my phone, I took a picture of the end of it, boulder blocks or boulder rocks or something like that. I love these blenders. Now here's a nice brown, that's always a good, tree trunks and stuff, you never know. So I picked up all these. Fabric's expensive. I was very surprised. I remember buying fat quarters for $2.50. You guys remember that? Well, these weren't $2.50. And another thing that they're doing that's really neat is they promise that each one of these is at least an 8.5 by 11. So the size of a sheet of paper, and at least, maybe a little bit bigger. And they call them seeds. And they had them in the some little bins right next to the fat quarters, and they were separated by color. But these are nice, and they're 79 cents each. So I picked up all of these. It's a great way for quilt stores to get rid of scraps, because you guys know I love doing applique. I got a whole bunch of these little seeds, they call them. He gave me a Ziploc to put them in, so that was nice. I met Brian, very nice guy. Hey, Fat Quarter Shop has a spooky sampler box. These things, get it while supplies last. They are a limited edition, and I can't reveal what is in the box yet. But I think starting on October 12th, they start shipping out, and everybody who orders one should have them by the 17th. So what's in here is pretty cool, and it's just a neat little way if you wanted to do some fun projects and decorating for your sewing room during the Halloween season. So this is pretty cool. I really like the stuff that was in here, and I'd give it away, but I'm not because I like it. So yeah, I mean, I think it's just adorable. So I just want to let you guys know there will be a link to this below. And if you are so inclined, maybe you've got somebody who needs one for a gift, here you go. Or if you've got a giveaway coming at your guild, it's a pretty good price. And I think you're really going to like it. They say the value is like $69, and I think they're selling for $32. So that's a deal. Also, I am doing the So Happy. You guys remember that? The So Happy Sew Along? This is from Fat Quarter Shop as well. So I'm doing this, and I have finished the star. So the star was the first week, and SEW was the second week. And today starts week 3, HAP. So I've got my fabrics all picked out and everything. I've got them all set up, and I've cut all of my the little pieces that go in between the letters and all that. I've got all that done, just waiting on a project board. And so I need to get done, probably not today. Today was taken up with appointments and driving and shopping. So I'll probably work on it tomorrow, but I'm keeping up with it. I really like it. My buddy Michelle up in North Texas, she up in the Panhandle, she finished hers at a retreat this weekend. So that's really neat. And then one of my viewers here in the San Antonio area, because I'm going to do mine vertically. So underneath Happy, I'm going to put the sewing machine, and I need something on either side of it, and she recommended a spools pattern, and I think that's fabulous. I think it was Crystal who recommended that, and I found a spools pattern. Let's see, I got to cover this up. I found a spools pattern in Lori Holt's Farm Girl Vintage, so that's pretty neat. I'll just put something together like that in that same fabric and do it next to it, maybe either one on each side, or 2 sets of those together vertically. That would be kind of neat. What was that fabric you were using to cover the pattern, Miss Becky? Well, because I am a complete and total glutton for punishment, there's a fabric line called Hustle Bustle, or Hustle and Bustle, for Christmas. I just love it. It was so cute. And so the Fat Quarter Shop had a kit. I picked it up. The kit that they have is a Jolly Bar, which is half of a layer cake, and it makes up this adorable pattern right here. I absolutely loved it, and so I've got it working right now. This is my, whoop, there goes my alphabetty. This is my project board. I've got all my pieces cut, and I'm just absolutely loving it. I'm having a great time with it. Again, I'm using that 1 hour time limit on my sewing, and it is amazing how much stuff I'm getting done. It seems like I got a lot of moving pieces here, but that's okay, because I have my little, watch. I set a 1 hour timer, and off I go. And when the watch goes off, I find a place to stop on that project, whether I want to or not. I find a place to stop on that project, put it away, get it neat and orderly and ready for the next day, and then start on the next project. And what happens is over time, your projects just seem to get finished. This is the quilt, the log cabin blocks for the motorhome. And it's turning out beautiful. And these are, I've done 3 or 4 more rows since the last time I talked to y'all. Yeah, I've done, so I think last time I talked to you, I had this one finished. I've since added on 1, 2, 3. And I've got 2 more pieces to go, and all 38 blocks will be done, and then I can start putting it up on my design wall and get it ready to go. But I'm very happy that is moving along. I'll be honest with you, I get bored with it. You just start, but in my brain, it's like, look, this really only takes you about 20 minutes, so just go ahead and knock it out. And I just do the 1 row, stop, iron them all out and everything and get them ready to go for the next time. And, you know, it's one of those things you have in your head, kind of like from flylady.net. You can do anything for 15 minutes, right? So that's really helping me get this done so that it's not going to be a UFO. Oh, speaking of UFO, which it's not going to be, a summer soiree from Pat Sloan's Summer Quilt-Along. I really wanted to do that. I got the fat quarter bundle for it and everything. I got 8 blocks done, and I'm looking at it here and I'm just like, I know I'm not going to finish that. I just know I'm not going to finish that. But instead of making a quilt out of it, I'm going to make a runner out of it. So now all I have to do is put in the sashing and the cornerstones and then quilt it and call it good. I really like that idea. Matter of fact, I mentioned it to Pat the other day in an email, and she came back and said, that's fabulous that you can say, you know what, it's okay not to finish the whole quilt, because now I'm going to take what I have done, which is a lot of work, and I really like it, and I'm going to take what I have and I'm going to turn it into another useful finished project. So that's really good. So I'm giving myself permission to not make a quilt out of it. I really don't need another quilt. I don't know what I'd do with it other than give it away, but I know that I would certainly use that runner. It'll make something really pretty and bright and colorful in my living room. So I like that. Okay, what else? I need some fall pot holders. And somebody left a comment on my potholder video from Designs by Juju that I did several months, it might have been a year ago now, about how to make them and whatnot. And that's her Series 1 potholder. I'll show you right here. So I'm going to make these up probably tomorrow or the next day. I don't have any fall pot holders. Everything's summery or hot peppers or whatever. And the 2 sets that I did make, I gave them away. They were designed to be gifts, I think. So anyway, all right. So that's going to be in the works too. I need to whip up some pot holders. Oh, those of you who wanted to make the Designs by Juju fall table runner, the last video, or when I made that video on how to make the fall table runner, I was working with Reb's Fab Stash to get kits cut. And she asked me, she says, how many kits do you think we'd need or whatever? I said, I don't know, make 20, 25. Y'all, she sold like 100 already. It's crazy. And still cutting them. So she also is going to be making up some kits for Designs by Juju's Christmas table runner. Get ready, probably within the next week, I'll have some links and whatnot for you to be able to get those Christmas table runner kits for Designs by Juju. I know she's doing one for Joy to the World, and I think she's going to do one for the ornaments too. So that's going to be really cool. That is so nice not to have to pick fabric, isn't it? I really like that. I had told you guys that I wanted to make all of the favors. We give away little door prizes at my DAR group, Daughters of the American Revolution. So I had done some flour sack towels and gave 6 of those away at the last meeting. And they were one of Designs by Juju's flower jars. I'll put a picture of it right here. Well, I just did another 6. This is how I have them in a bag, and people can reach in and grab one, for their little thing. And again, I use Designs by Juju's. It's just a fall open stitch design. I'll have to get the words for it. I'll put it on the screen. I just love this. I think they're absolutely adorable. I like them because there's no work to them at all when you're doing them on the multi-needle. And I just set it up. I put this in my 5x7 hoop. There's cutaway stabilizer on the back of it. I do trim the little thread tails, but I don't trim the knots. And it's a really nice little door prize to do up for a group. If you've got a group that you're working with, maybe a guild, I don't know, maybe, make some up for Christmas for your doctor or your dentist or whatever. And the idea is you just fold it in half. It's still left the tag on it. And fold it over and hang it on your oven handle, right? That's adorable, I think. So, yeah, I did 6 of those yesterday. And then, I'm making for Christmas, for our Christmas luncheon, I am making these Designs by Juju lace angels. Look at these. So I'm doing them in the multi-needle. I can do 5 at a time in a single hooping. So I've got a bunch of them done. Aren't they just adorable? I just love them. And again, that's one of those things, even if you've got a single needle, you just set it and go. And I was looking at some comments on Designs by Juju's Facebook page, and people were saying, well, I'm really afraid to try these. You guys, it could not be simpler. You double layer some fibrous water soluble, and if you don't know what that is, you can get it at Walmart. Pellon's 541 wash and gone. Fold it in half, put it in your hoop. Make sure that your bobbin thread is the same color as your top thread. And the person on her Facebook group who had made a bunch of these said that white shows up best on the Christmas tree. So that's why she was making white ones. And I thought, well, it's perfect, you know? So you could even do like 2 of these at a time in a 5x7 hoop. You just put them in and let it run, and then soak them in a bowl of warm water. The water-soluble stabilizer melts away. Make sure they're shaped properly and lay them out on a towel to dry overnight, and they're done. I ordered a spool of silver, like elastic thread, twine or cord or something, and I'll put it through the loop. And then I ordered 100 of those little organza bags with the drawstring, so everybody will get an angel at Christmas at our luncheon in December. So I think that's really cool. I'm going to be known as the regent who sews for her group. But yeah, so that's really neat. These are going along. I've got 7 or 8 of them done, and I need to make, I don't know, maybe 30 of them or so, maybe 40, you know, because people bring guests and stuff. And that way I want every place setting to have an angel for Christmas. Oh, I had talked to you guys before about our program that we're going to do at the DAR meeting, and I had asked your advice on hand stitching in hoop, and you guys came through for me like champs. So here's what I came up with. So that flour sack towel, cut it into pieces, okay? And then this is another Pellon product called Print Stitch Dissolve, this paper, okay? So check this out. This is a font, and it's called, I think it's just called Cross Stitch is what it is. And you can get it for free at dafont.com. And I'll link to that below. I have gotten fonts from dafont.com for 15 years, probably forever. And they load into like Microsoft Word. You can load them into the fonts section of Microsoft Word if you want to. I'm going to have the ladies, I have red thread and blue thread. I have some little red bows that I'm going to hot glue. They're on their way right now. We're going to hot glue those on there. And then stitch, we'll have red and blue USA in the cross stitch. And then there's going to be a little paper. I'm going to put these in those white organza bags as well with the drawstring. There'll be a little paper in there to tell them, you know, when you finish, tear the paper off and go rinse it. And the paper goes away under the letters. So that's really neat. And then they'll blot them dry on some towels. And then we have a lady who will take them to the local veterans home for Christmas tree decorations, or they can hang them in their rooms or whatever they want. So I think that's really cool. The program is going to be stitching in the 18th century. So, you know, ladies, they all had to make samplers and stuff. So I got red thread, blue thread, and thank you very much. And I've got some sharp, large needles. And I'm thinking I'm just going to leave them at 6 strands. I mean, look at that font. That's pretty big, real big. So I think 6 strands will be fine. What do you guys think? Leave a comment, please let me know, because I have no clue. I think I was going to go ahead and do one up before the meeting next Tuesday and see how it goes. But I have made up like 30 of these for my group. So I guess those who finish can do 2 if they want, but it just had to be something simple so that we could finish within our meeting time and then then I can get them to the lady who's going to give them to the veterans home. So that'll keep everybody busy. Pat Sloan is doing another sew along. It starts October 29th. It runs through February. It's called Autumn Wonderland, and it is a different colorway from Woodland Wonderland. I love this pattern. I've always loved that pattern. It's by Fig Tree and Company, and I wanted to do it last year when it first came out, but I didn't. I don't know why. But I'm so glad I waited because I love the new colorway for it. I like it better than the black that they have there. So this is going to be my backing. I got that as part of I just went ahead and ordered the whole kit. I will put a link below to the Pat's links. I will link to her site below. So this is really nice. So you'll get the kit marked in chapters. So that is so cool. Look at this. So like there's chapter 1 is an orange block. Chapter 2 is green with some orange. So it's gnomes and hedgehogs and mushrooms and just all kinds of cute stuff. And I really like the background fabric that they have chosen. It looks kind of like a linen. It's a linen looking fabric, and I really like it. I think this is just going to be absolutely gorgeous. So I cannot wait to get started with this on everybody. Again, that's going to be an hour a day thing for me. I think it's going to go every week or so, or maybe there'll be more than one block a week. But yeah, I'm excited about doing it. I love the pattern. I think it is just precious. That owl, oh, to die for. He's so cute. I am still working on Candy Corn Quilt Shop. I'm going to do a video probably this evening or first thing tomorrow morning on working with the puffy foam for the pumpkin blocks. We are winding that up. What I've done is a video on every kind of block or anything you might run into trouble with. So in between, I have been, oh, I hear my Amazon guy outside. Yay! I've been working in between to do those blocks that don't have any patterns on them at all other than background quilting. Very simple stuff for that. That's just regular straight embroidery. Kind of like a boo block, but no applique. Very, very simple stuff. So the next one I need to work on is the pumpkin block. And so I will knock that out this evening or tomorrow and then get that video out there. That'll be number 11. So we're moving right along on that. I'll go ahead and do a video on how to put it all together. And then we're going to be about done. We just need to do the embellishments and get it bound. So that'll be pretty neat. I want to thank Lady M from North Carolina. She's been purging. She has been so generous with my viewers. And another box arrived in the mail. And here's the giveaway. This is the Boo Bash Quilt Kit. It is made with kitty corn. I love this. I bought this myself at Stitching Around Quilts on my trip. I loved it. They only had 2 or 3 kits. I snatched one up. It's still sitting right over there. And I don't know if I'll get to it this year, but I am going to get to it. So Lady M, this is really nice. So this kit has all of the fabric, the pattern, and the appliques, the frog, the spider, the cauldron, the jack-o'-lantern, and the cat are already pre-laser cut in the kit. And it is with the kitty corn fabric from Moda. This is nice. You guys, I paid $86 for that's my Amazon guy. We have a deliveries box outside. Sounds like he just dropped the lid. But yeah, I paid $86 for mine. You guys, it's a giveaway. If you would like to have it, I just absolutely adored this quilt. It is so cute when it is done. The picture does not do it justice. So if you would like it, you need to leave a comment by Sunday the 10th at 5 p.m. Central. This is open to U.S. residents only. I am sorry, you girls overseas, but shipping is outrageous. The United States Postal Service just upped their rates for the holiday season. You know, makes you want to send a gift card, doesn't it? Anyway, so yes, leave me a comment below. Thank Lady M for her generosity because she is a sweetheart. And I'm not done with what came in the goodie box, but that's another giveaway for another day. All right, you guys, that's it. Please leave me a comment. Tell me that you'd like to win the Boo Bash Quilt Kit. Let me know what you're doing. I love chatting with you. I love all your ideas. I love your inspiration that you share on our Facebook group, Power Tools with Thread Facebook group. I hope you join and share all of your things that you're working on in your sewing room so that we can all sew together and visit. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. We can visit more often. I'll talk to you soon. Go sew something. Bye.